Hey guys, well, I just got home and I've got this package that I was waiting for, well, it's been several days now. It's been, I don't know, 5 days. Today's October 4th, and it was supposed to be at my house on October 1st, so that it could be ready for what you're going to see next in this video. This video, I will say there was a lot of stuff that went on behind the scenes that you're not going to see. I have decided that this whole process was cursed by the person that we were trying to honor. It all started out last year, about a year ago. We found a headstone in Jerome Township Cemetery that needed to be replaced. It was a Civil War veteran, and the stone was deteriorating very badly. I've got some pictures of different angles and stuff that I'll put up here. So I started the process of research. I had some help. Some local historians helped me find the paperwork that I needed to prove that he was actually a Civil War veteran, and got all the paperwork together, all the information together, filled out the VA form for a replacement headstone, sent it in, worked with the guy from the VA here in Midland, Michigan, which was a complete and utter wreck. The stone came back. It had more information on it than I thought it was going to have, and it happened to be wrong information as far as birth date and death date. So I took it upon myself to find a stone engraver to fix it. When I took it to him, it took several weeks, probably actually several months, to get a final work done from him. He did a great job. He made me a great deal on it. Should have cost me a lot more money than it did. So I'm not going to bicker about that. I finally got it back, started setting up a ceremony, got the Daughters of the Union to do the ceremony that you'll see later in this video. Tried to set up something with the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War in my area, and I emailed 5 or 6 different people from the chapter. I got one guy to email me back. Correspondence was very difficult with him. I was never really able to get a direct answer from him whether or not they could participate in anything. So I just said, the heck with it. I'm just setting this date. I'm going to get it done. I need to get this done before cold weather sets in. I've been waiting all summer to do it, really. So we did it. And about a week and a half before the ceremony, I found this person's actual death certificate that, well, it was the one that I had previous to that was a transcribed copy, and it said that his birth date was 1837. This actual death certificate said 1827. It looked like 1837, but it was definitely an 1827. I actually can't believe I messed this up, because I've looked at census records and I've looked at other historical accounts that have all said his birth date was 1827, and I just missed it every time. So what's in this package is a bronze plaque that I had made with the correct information on it, and I'm going to open it up right now. And I'm going to go and put it on the headstone, probably tomorrow when the weather's a little bit nicer. It's raining. But I'm going to show you guys what this plaque is like right after this. Hey guys, well, it's finally the day to replace this headstone. I've got the brand new headstone in the back of my truck. We got to remove this headstone, get this area prepped to receive the new headstone, and then I've got a local chapter of the Daughters of the Union that are going to come and do a dedication ceremony for the new headstone. So let's get started on getting this one out of here, and then we'll start prepping it to receive the new headstone. First things first, we got to get this headstone out of here, and you can see that it's deteriorating. I already kind of messed with it a little bit and it broke right off, so let's get this piece right out of here. That's what I'm talking about when I say sugaring. It is sugared completely through, and it's you know, sugaring. So we'll get the rest of that out of there and get a hole dug, and I'll show you what we're going to do to get the rest of it ready for the new headstone. Okay, the old headstone's removed. Next thing to do is dig a hole the proper depth. I've got these 8x16 concrete pieces that I'm going to put down in the bottom of the hole on top of some of this crushed up brick, and that's going to serve for a foundation, and hopefully it doesn't allow this headstone to sink like all the other ones do. So I'm going to get that hole dug, and then I'll bring you back and show you some of that. Okay, I've got the hole dug. There was a bunch of big rocks and stuff down there. That's what they did back in the day to try to serve as a foundation. But I've got the hole dug. It's about 24 inches deep, and I'll explain to you a little bit why I'm digging it so deep. Well, this new headstone is 43 inches overall, and we want 24 inches of that to be above ground when it's finished. So I dug it a little extra deep. I think that comes out to 18 inches deep. So I dug it a little deeper so that I can put my brick nuggets down there, and then I can put my 2 pieces of concrete slab down there, and that'll serve as a base or a foundation, and the brick nuggets will allow for some water to drain, some drainage. So hopefully over the years this headstone won't sink like so many of them have over the years. That becomes a big problem. A lot of times they're supposed to be 24 inches tall, and they're only about 6 or 8 out of the ground because they sink so much. So we're gonna go ahead and pour some of these brick nuggets in there. I'm gonna set one of the concrete slabs down in the hole, measure it. If it measures out good, then we'll call it good. If not, then we'll have to add some more. I want to save some of these brick nuggets for after we set the headstone in, because I'm going to go around the bottom of the headstone with those brick nuggets also, and that'll just kind of help keep water away from the stone. And when water's away from the stone, then there's not things moving around, and you tend to not have as much heaving from the frost and whatnot. Here in Michigan we get frost even in areas like this. So got some of those brick nuggets down there. I think I've got my hole big enough for one of these. That's a great little trick for doing this type of stuff. These things are like $1 at Lowe's or Home Depot. it looks like that's only 13 inches, so we're gonna have to dig a lot of that out, go a little bit deeper, because I want to have at least one of those concrete pieces on there. Gives it a nice flat base for that headstone to sit on. Maybe we can. Let's see what that looks like now. Yeah, see, that's perfect right there. So I need to go about 4 inches deeper anyways. Let's see how deep that is now. It's 28. That should be perfect. Some new stuff down there. I'll just backfill with what I got over here. It's already mixed with dirt. That's exactly what I was going to do anyways. That's 20. That's going to be perfect. 18 on the nose. Couldn't ask for a better job right there. Okay, so this is what we got now. Got those two flat pieces down in there. That headstone's going to sit right on top of those, and then we'll backfill it with what we dug out of the hole. So that's pretty much it. We're going to wait for people to get here. I'm going to unload the new headstone, and we'll do the ceremony.
Today we're gathered here to replace a stone for John Bartenbacher, a Civil War soldier. The stone that was here was very deteriorated, very old. And I'm going to read a little bit about the family. Quite interesting. And this is a family plot. And there's a granddaughter buried over here, Martha, that doesn't have a stone. I found that out last night. John was born in Germany on July 6, 1827, and he participated in the first Schleswig War, which was the first round of military conflict in southern Denmark and northern Germany that went on from 1848 to 1851. John then immigrated to the United States in 1854 and married Mary Grovenberger in New York City in 1855. Mary had been born in Bavaria, Germany on July 18, 1838. They would make their home in New York City for a number of years before moving to Michigan in 1870. John also served in the U.S. Civil War as a private in Company K, Ohio, 179th Infantry. They resided in Bay City for a while. They came to Jerome Township in 1881. Mary and John would go on to have a total of 14 children. In 1894, they were living in Jerome Township and appear to be right next to their son Lucas's home in Section 32. This area was known locally as Dutchtown for the settlement of the area of German families. Both families owned 40-acre farms. And when I looked that up in the plat book, that is out by on Huckleberry Road. If everybody knows where Huckleberry Road is. Huckleberry and 10 Mile Road is where they lived. And then his son Lucas, there's quite a bit more history on him in the area. And Mary and I were talking earlier, and there's history down in the museum on Lucas in the township information. And it said Lucas's children, and they lived right next door to the John and Mary, likely attended the Peterson schoolhouse located just across the road from their family farmhouse in section 32. So that made me curious. I'd never heard of the Peterson schoolhouse, so I'm going to have to look that up. And then I found, looking through old plat books, in the next plat book after their name showed up, the property is owned by Aubrey Erskine, and that's a familiar name out in that area, Erskines.
Huckleberry and 10 Mile Road, I think, is where the Wiggins sawmill was, too.
It could have been. There must have been quite a settlement out there.
Yeah, I wonder if he worked at the lumber camp there or something.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
So now I guess we're ready to
lower it down?
put the stone in.
Okay. Floyd, you want to help me lower it down? And then somebody wants to...
I also wanted to mention that there's 5 members of the W.T. Lampford chapter of the Daughter of the Union. I left out a word, didn't I? National Daughters. Present today. And
all right, guys. Well, it is a very chilly morning here in Sanford. As you can see, we've got the John Bartenbacher stone in place here, as you saw earlier in the video. But part of this whole process was dealing with all the curveballs that were thrown my direction, and one of them was the fact that the government initially sent us the stone, and it said that he was born on July 4th or something like that. I can't remember. I got pictures of it. No year. And then said that he died December 4th, 1904. So I took this to a stone carver, and or an engraver, I guess, and he fixed it for me, except for the fact that the information I gave him was incorrect. So this says that he was born July 6th, 1837, and I got that from a death certificate transcription. And actually, when I found the actual death certificate and a couple other documents, including some censuses and stuff, he was actually born in 1827. So what I did was I purchased this bronze sign, and I've got epoxy on the back of it right now, and I'm gonna stick it over that, and me and you and a few other people are the only ones that will ever know that that's even there. So I thought that this would look really nice. Plus he was a veteran of the German Schleswig War, 1848 to 1851. It's around the same time that we were fighting a war here in the United States. And then he came to the United States and he fought in the American Civil War. So I thought that that was important information to put on here, important historical information to put on here. So I'm just going to stick this on. It's cold out this morning, so this epoxy is going to cure very slowly. It is supposed to warm up and stay sunny all day today. It's supposed to be like 60, I think. So I've got all the dirt wiped off of this, and I think I decided where I kind of want it to be. Stick it on there, and if any of it comes out the sides, I'm just going to leave it dry and then chip it off later, but I don't think it's going to. I did a pretty decent job. Now I want to look and see if it's straight. Does look pretty good. Looks like this side could probably come up just a little bit. Maybe that's good right there, huh? Yeah, I think that looks great. Now I've got this stake here, and I had a little stick. Right here. Now to keep that in place and keep it from falling off, I'm gonna shove this down in the ground here if I can. Oh yeah. Stuff still hasn't settled around that stone yet. It's been I think 4 or 5 weeks since we set that. And then just gonna bend this back a little bit and let that put a little pressure on there so it holds it in place. And sometime tomorrow or the next day I'll come and take that off, and it'll be in place permanently. So yeah, that's kind of the story of John Bartenbacher's replacement headstone. It came to me messed up, so then I had it fixed, and it was still messed up, and I tried to get the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War to come and do a rededication ceremony, and I emailed 4 or 5 different guys, and nobody ever got back to me. And finally I got a hold of somebody, and communication was really difficult, and I got Linda from Daughters of the Union. She was on board from the start. She wanted to do a prayer and a dedication right from the get-go last year when this whole process started. And then so I got her to do the ceremony and everything. It was really nice. And I'm just very glad now that John has something here that honors his sacrifice to our American history and honors his life as a human being. So, and he does have some descendants that live down by Detroit, which is about 2-hour drive from here. And there's some that live in Wisconsin, I think, and Minnesota. And they'll be able to come here at some point and visit his grave site and this new granite marker that probably will be here in another 200 years. So, good deal. That's the end of that. Glad to finally have it done. I want to thank all you guys for coming along for this adventure. It was a good one. And another thing I want to ask you guys to do, if you guys are at all interested about the dam failures that happened here in Midland County, and if you want to see the progress that's being made, it's all very interesting. Go over and see Jordan Mowbray's channel. I'll put the channel link in the description of this video. He recently did an interview video of me and the work that went on here last year and the work that I'm continuing to do here this year. It turned out really good, so go over and give that a watch and check out the rest of his videos. But like I said, thank everybody for coming along on this adventure. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell so you don't miss anything else just like this.
How did you lift this by yourself?
Strong like bull.